Let's be real. In any job, feedback is how we get better, right? It's supposed to help us grow. But what happens when that feedback stops feeling helpful and, well, starts to feel kind of harmful? Today, we're going to dig into the huge difference between criticism that builds you up and criticism that just tears you down, and more importantly, what we can actually do about it.
You know, we've all heard that saying, feedback is a gift. But is it really? I mean, a gift that's poorly wrapped or given with the wrong intention, that can do a lot more harm than good. The whole idea we're exploring today is that while feedback is absolutely essential, the way it's delivered, that makes all the difference in the world.
Okay, so first things first. The biggest challenge is just learning to tell these two types of feedback apart. How do you know if you're getting a tough but necessary critique, or if it's something just plain destructive? Let's break it down.
So on one hand, you've got the gold standard, constructive criticism. Its entire purpose is to help, to build, to make things better. It's not about pointing fingers. It's about, hey, how can we solve this together? It's feedback that truly has your success in mind.
And then you have its toxic cousin, destructive criticism. This isn't really about your work. It feels like it's about you, personally. It's meant to undermine. It's hurtful. And a lot of the time it's so vague you just walk away feeling awful but with no clue what to do differently.
And this is where it gets super clear. Let's look at this side by side. First, think about the intent. Is the goal to help or is it to harm or embarrass someone? Big difference. Then there's the delivery. Is it a friendly conversation or does it feel like a full-on attack? And this next one is so important, the focus. Constructive feedback is about specific actions, like this report was late. Destructive criticism attacks personal attributes, like calling someone lazy. And finally, does it actually help you improve? If there are no actionable tips, it's not really feedback, is it? It's just an insult.
You might think a harsh comment just ends when the conversation's over. But nope, that's rarely how it works. Destructive criticism creates this ripple effect. And believe me, those ripples can travel through an entire company.
And get this isn't some rare thing that happens once in a blue moon. The number is pretty staggering, actually. Almost a third, 30% of employees say they've experienced abusive conduct at work. That just shows you how widespread this is. It's not something we can just tell people to toughen up about.
And you can see how it all snowballs, right? It starts small, maybe shutting down collaboration. People stop talking openly. Then that can blow up into actual team conflicts, where you get little factions forming. Of course, an individual's confidence takes a hit, and the performance tanks. And pretty soon, that negativity spreads like a virus, creating a toxic culture where people don't want to come to work, and eventually, they just leave. So one person's bad behavior can literally cost a company its best people.
All right, so we've laid out the problem and just how bad it can get. So, how do we fix it? A lot of the time, the responsibility has to start from the top. Let's get into the leader's playbook.
So for any managers out there, here's a 4-step game plan. Number 1, act fast. Do not let this stuff fester. Jump in and set clear rules for how we talk to each other. 2, do your homework. Listen to everyone involved to get the full picture before you make a move. 3, and this one is subtle but really important, try to find the grain of truth. Is there a real issue hiding behind that terrible delivery? Maybe there is a performance problem that needs to be handled just, constructively. And finally, number 4, make a clear plan. That can mean a private chat, coaching, or even disciplinary action. The key thing is to actually do something.
But hey, it's not all on the managers. What happens when you're the one on the receiving end? It can feel really isolating, but you are not powerless. Here's a personal toolkit for any of us navigating this kind of negativity.
So, what's in your toolkit? 3 main strategies. First, and this one takes some serious inner strength, just pause. Don't react right away. Ask yourself, is there anything useful in here at all? If the answer is no, sometimes ignoring it is the most powerful thing you can do. The second option, if you feel safe enough, is to confront the person privately. They might honestly not realize how their words are landing. But if that doesn't work, or if it's just not an option, the third step is critical. Document everything. Keep a log. And then report it. You should never, ever have to just suffer in silence.
I think this quote just nails it, doesn't it? The goal is not to create some fantasy workplace where no one ever says anything critical. That's totally unrealistic, and honestly, it would kill any chance of growth. The real goal is to build a culture where feedback, even the tough stuff, is delivered with respect and with a genuine desire to see people succeed. So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this question to think about. Whether you're the one giving feedback or the one getting it, how can you help change the quality of the conversations around you?
Because really, changing a whole culture, it starts by changing one conversation at a time. So what's yours going to be?